Hi there, this is a video for a general overview of the TCM template file. You can find this file at this website, thecomicmachine.com/create, /create, and scroll down to resources, TCM template file, and you can download a zip file right here. It's a pretty small file. So basically it's a Photoshop file specially prepared to make it easy for creators to make comics for the comic machine. So it has specific sizes, color modes, has user interface guides, type layers, all of the tools to make comics. I have a copy right here. Let's open it up. Fit it to the screen. So as you can see, if you open up the layers, you can see it's split up into a user interface, type, and art. I'll turn off everything except the one, well, except for the background, one I'm talking about. The UI, just briefly, the frame is just a line that would show you where the perimeter of the screen on the iPad would be, and that would be 2048 by 1536 pixels. If you place oversized images, or if you're drawing oversized images that extend to over the over the sides or the tops, and this guide will help you figure out where the screen perimeters are. For example, so I have a file here that should be panned horizontally. I'll copy that and place it into the file here. You can see that if I reveal all the images, this perimeter will tell you where the screen is. Just a guide for when you're creating or you're converting comics. This UI line shows you where the buttons may appear on the right side, also where the ads might appear. Here's a full res image of it. No, the next button will always appear, and on the one of the Comic Machine apps, which is ad based or ad supported, will always have an ad, so you have to keep that in mind. That's it for the UI. For the type, if you open up the type folder, these are type layers all set up for you. There's a white semi-opaque layer at the bottom there, so that you can easily see the type without the art getting in the way. That can be more explained in the text creation video. Each of these folders have a type layer, and then the bubble creation layer, and also in this file there's a whole bunch of paths already created for you. These are all vector based. If you've used Illustrator, these will look familiar to you. Basically, you can adapt it, modify it to fit whatever type that you have. Again, this could be better described in the text creation folder. And then you have the art layer. So basically, you can start drawing within this folder. If you can keep everything in that folder, that'd be great. At the top of the folder, you have a tools folder. I'll go through some of these elements inside here. Number one, if you're doing a TCM antique cover sort of layout for the cover page, this is already set up for you. Some comics have black and white and color pages, but having a duotone, this blue would make it give it a little more pizzazz. If you're converting comics from an existing comic, an existing flat comic, usually the type is already on the layer, but the art is all on one layer. Here's some sample type for a sort of a general idea of what the size of the type is, so you can reduce or enlarge it to that size. And this is a iPad levels layer. It's a modifying layer for everything underneath. So basically, we noticed that the art created in Photoshop or any app, when it's presented on an iPad Retina display, it tends to get a little washed out. So we add a little more oomph to it by adjusting the levels. And so basically, if you're creating original art, you can turn off the tools folder, and basically you just start, drawing within the art folder, or anything that you draw or generate, drag it into the art folder, and then the type you can generate as well. So if you have any art that's going to be moving, or it's going to be on a separate layer, so whatever reason, it could be animated, or it's going to fade in or fade out. Preferably you put it in the layer in a separate folder, and then the base art in a separate folder, so it's easily turned off and we can export the layers easily. Again, if you're going to have art or a background that's going to extend beyond the boundaries of the iPad, you're going to make the file resolution a lot bigger, but at least you'll have the UI guides, or the frame guide here, to tell you where the viewer will be watching at any one point. So let's take a look at a file that's already finished. So here we have a rough drawing of our frame. Everything's turned off except the rough layer. So after you finish off the drawing, in this case, I think the tablet was drawn on a separate, was separated from the background art, so they can animate it. So we put that in a folder. I guess ideally you would put the bottom background on a layer as well, so they're easily turned off and on when we export the separate files. So in the tools box, we can turn on a duotone to give it the extra character, and then the levels for the iPad. As you can see, it's well within the boundaries of the guides here. I mean, as a rule of thumb, the comic can appear in the premium version and the ad-supported version. So just in case, it would be nice to be able to adapt to both. So you would ideally have art even in the ad and the button areas, but keep important things like the faces and text out of this area. So as you can see, there's a type as well. See this white layer, so you turn on the white layer so that you can see the type easier. I mean, you can, with the background in, you can see the type no problem, but if you turn off the bubble, it's a little more difficult to see the type, especially in dark areas, as you can see right here. So the type is on a layer, and then the bubble's on a layer, and like I said, this could be better explained in the text creation video. As you can see in the paths, we have 3 paths for three text captions. So there'll be other videos that would go into more depth for each of the facets of this file or the creation. If you have any questions, or if something is not clear, feel free to post in the comments or email us, and we'll try to respond or create another video for you for instructional video so that it's more clear. Thanks very much.